You need my expertise.
That might be worth a look.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
This is Joel's house. No letters, no clerics, no herb sellers, no potion peddlers, and no steel watch.
Everyone has to contribute, my darling. We all have to take care of each other. Once the washing is finished, you can play all you like. You see the latest issue of the Baldurs Gazette? Streets are safe. Not a word on all the thefts and murders happening right on our doorsteps.
Nowhere's safe anymore. No matter how many
Watch your back.
Never run away with that. If you ask me, do you understand?
Pleasure.
Deserves to be called unlured. One day. But not yet.
keep the peace.
If you say so. What were you playing at running away?
I don't want to do chores anymore.
So you just disappeared? Do you know how it was?
Why would they go to all that effort? Warning you.
Everyone has to contribute, my darling. We all have to take care of each other. Once the washing is finished, you can play all you like.
Right?
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Wait, Hideout. Do you remember which way we came?
Left, left.
Property in constant use. Gathering strictly prohibited.
How delicious. Neither seen nor heard.
I've got a long road ahead. Something over there.
Just retrace our steps. Left, left, right. Down the stairs. Oh, was it up the stairs? No, no, you mustn't. The city's full of criminals. We can't let them.
Can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die. Please, sir. Oh, please.
I go by the biggest firework they have. Would you throw it at a steel watcher?
Amusing as it is to provide children with such lethal toys, surely there are better uses for this powder.
Missing a little light in your life?
Plenty. They can make for excellent distractions should you need to make a quick exit. Partly why the ducal cat.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers. Have you tried? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste. Of course. Browse responsibly now. Remember, and if it's not a firework...
Spillage and
Huh? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity... Oh, heavens, no. Not with him. Fabulously charismatic man, though. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? Oh, see for yourself. Remember, once it's lit, you... And if it's not a firework...
steady. Spillage and pick my teeth out of
Need to change out this barrel, see?
Head on up!
You're...
Steady. Steady.
Pipes are looking a little rusty. Reschedule for maintenance. Less these.
Employees only, past dear. If you're expecting any packages, they'll bring them down to you.
Another friend of Felagir? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits. Password or not. Looking to buy a little something extra, then? Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only. Don't jostle any of them. Back for more of Uncle Felagir's finest, are you? That could not be less of your business.
Steady. Steady.
Pressure steady.
Spinach
we at
and
temperature
picking my
yet?
teeth out.
Maintaining temperature. Steady as more.
Any torches, Matt?
Still alive. So that's progress.
Keep a blade close. On tippy toe.
Okay, let's go.
Reschedule for maintenance.
Let's do that.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. Traps. How considerate.
can't stop me yet. All right, what now?
Probably just a dead cat. Maybe a little one, but you pay me.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Don't rightly know, but I was up to no good.
They're on a critical point.
Have the pocket money for that.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I knew.
What about the smell?
How about I buy
You have my word.
At least things have stayed interesting.
We need to change out this barrel soon.
Steady.
I shouldn't have.
Beams. Where's an apprentice?
Enough day conciliate.
The corpse does not.
Oh, poor kid found his parents like this.
Little un found his forks gutted. Didn't see it happen, though, thank the gods. Picking my teeth out of roof beams.
Not everyone subscribes to.
Done.
Steel watcher. You don't have it. Maybe a little. So what exactly?
We need to change out this barrel.
Any spillage.
Employees only, Pasty. You do know that Uncle Philology is not actually here, don't you?
You've set foot in a restricted area. A swift.
Won't blow us up.
Steady. Any spillage. Picking my teeth out of roof beams. Where's an apprentice when you need one? Done. 8, 9,
Pressure
10.
steady. Temperature.
Maintaining temperature. Ready at the moment.
Steady. Any spillage.
This barrel.
Done.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Rescheduled for maintenance.
Can't afford a failure on a critical point.
Steady.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow it up.
Stench about you! I thirst for combat. A wise move.
10. Good. All things intact.
Blood comes easy. Don't mind if I do.
I'm gonna need to change out this barrel, see?
Arrest the smell?
Some help you are. Where's the steel watch when you need them? Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
It's been a long day.
Critical pipe.
I need to rest
Not
soon.
critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
So what exactly did you see?
I don't rightly know, but it was up to no good, lurching this way and that.
Walking funny isn't a crime.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up. Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Don't look now. Let's play. Let's go.
What now?
Let me strike. Taking up position.
I won't give in. One day I'll catch a break.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Fresh orders? I will not fail. No survivors.
Got to keep fighting.
On your command.
Where do I go from here? Another fight. Let's go.
Time for a cut. On the way.
My victims await. I am your end.
Ready. My faith will protect me.
What now?
Go for the throat.
On your command. No survivors.
Let's end this. Got to move.
Never a dull moment. One day I'll catch a break.
Time for a cull. Time to move.
Your command. Yes.
Let's finish this.
Another fight. Let's go.
Ready. Let's finish this.
Nothing important is ever easy. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's spill some blood.
Your command. I will not fail. Let us see.
On the move.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Shall we dance?
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Your conviction is enough. Should you transgress again...
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I just don't want to get in trouble, that's all.
Kid's gonna need a family no matter what happens.
You want to adopt it?
Just until he has somewhere better to go. And he's not on it. I know you do, kid. I know. Tell you what. We'll try and find someone who can help your mind out. And then we'll get you something to eat, all right? And it can be anything you want, I promise.
Help them.
Hey, shh. All right, look at me. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, shit. We need to tell the Flaming Fist. Get this kid some help.
And have them lock us up for 2 murders we didn't do. To come here anyway. We'd have better luck with a guild.
The corpse has...
I'm scared. Why won't he get off? Why?
Oh, no. Can't get involved with this.
You won't listen to him, kid. We've got you.
Okay, dear.
The corpse does...
Right. Downstairs and... what's the upstairs?
I'm going to ask for directions.
No, you mustn't. The city is full of criminals. little Anthony's candle. Would you throw one of them?
Have you seen the size of a Anthony's candle? Have you seen the size of a steel watcher?
When I came back, they left me.
Sorore suje, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. Yet no contract is ended without sacrifice, Will. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you arsehole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch.
Father.
Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baldur's Gate safe from Tiamat's rage. But that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. That I was content to lap up whatever nonsense Mizora fed me. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness,
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. The 9 Hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all. I'm afraid that's not an option. Take a swing or a stab if you want, But I'll just slip away for a breather. One of the perks of being a half-devil, of course. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you...
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who'd invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stillmain, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. Your distrust of me will be your undoing. Would it make a difference if I let you read my thoughts? You think you know my true nature? Relationship we could have had. Aren't you glad I finessed my methods? But since you insist on thwarting my craft, let us be blunt. You are my puppet. Make no mistake, without me, you have no value. You will take me to the brain because you have no other choice. And once we are there, you will do exactly what I tell you to. And you would do well to reconsider unlocking your potential. Your puerile attachment to your material form jeopardizes us all. If I must, I will force you. We are done here.
I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark. No one truly understands the weight of loss until they've worn it a while. There is no shame in sharing. Flattered as I am, you're fully supported as it is.
Patricide is often the first step toward greatness. But
Let's talk.
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the Pact is worth it to him.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on that my chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest, the Shadow Druids. Their scheming was stopped, thanks to you, yet their malign ideals can find purchase and live on, even after the instigators themselves are vanquished. Francesca has found some initiates still yearn for the false promises the Shadow Druids peddled. She has been working hard to show them the error of their ways. She is well suited to the task. Better than I, perhaps. To cleanse a land of shadows is one thing, but to sway a heart from a dark path is another matter entirely. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid, to be a leader.
Sing a song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate. Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate. When three Doded assailed his port, transformed he felt their thrall. Succumbed as threat from nether years, arose to conquer all. Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers place a bet. A knave, a wizard, devil gift, the odds are cast anew, and Baldur's fate now turns upon the whims of fortune's view.
Still, though, I cannot help but wonder if there was more I could have done. Perhaps, Oak Father willing, I may yet have the chance someday. Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long, I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Chuck. The devil do make her feel as Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Not since... Another empty promise.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will...
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pack, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with no...
Will gave up his father to have freedom. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
Do what must be done.
No one stopped me yet.
If I go buy the biggest firework they have, would you throw it at a steel watcher? You don't have the pocket money for that. Maybe a little, but you have to pay me.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby.
Oh, but surely we're safe with one of Nine Fingers' big strapping boys to protect us. That's her sigil on your ring, is it not?
Eyes to yourself, elf. You're here to see Nine Fingers? She didn't tell me. Always don't let anyone through, Tuscron. Never here's a list of special guests. Confusing. Come, I'll take you to the Guildhall. No. In you go. Before I change my mind.
This is supposed to be the greatest fest hall under...
rancid bastard. See? Mine's fresh.
Welcome to the Guildhall, Faerun's finest festo. As long as you're not sober.
Or able to smell. Oh! Or able to smell.
We're all on the same side, friend. Nine Fingers invited us herself.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketheric's coffers. Ready to do some business? I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. Ready to do some business? Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Stick. Ready to do some business?
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Let's just say the previous up. Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes stuff we see.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Sing a song of Baldurs, who founded Baldur's Gate. Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate. When Fido dead assailed his port, transformed he fell their prow. Succumbed as thread from nether years, arose to conquer all. Now hope is gone, or so it seems. Huh.
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes stuff.
What now?
Come on now, guys. Nine Fingers herself bought a very fine hat from me.
I've got a long road ahead.
Any news, Hugo?
What to do?
Watch the signal.
Don't give me that squinty. Nine Fingers is well respected in the Zentarim. If the Stone Lord's pressing in on her territory, we're here to help. Missed the welcome parade, did you? Hugging, tears. It was just lovely. True, we've been better liked in towns we bloody conquered, but it's hard to blame Nine Fingers. On top, undisputed for years.
reckon you have to call the likes of us in to protect you from some shithead calling himself Stone Lord? Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
If it's Uktar you're after, he's in with the guild master. Not even 9.
Right. Which crew are you with?
The names ring familiar. 2 of the many crews that make up the Guild, a loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
Can't say I've heard of you. Spare me the story behind the name. Fair warning, the Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zentarim. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. Well, whoever he is, he doesn't seem very keen on talking. He came out of nowhere and ate up half our turf in a 10-day. So if you're speaking to the Guildmaster, maybe step soft around. Remember,
Keen might look down on the Zentarim, but she'll be glad of us once the Stone Lord comes knocking.
Thanks, but no.
Look now, the Guildmaster's little hunt is bringing all sorts of new...
You can get near anywhere in the city from here without seeing daylight.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me if... It isn't half bad, is it? I'm sure you understand there's only room for one bard here.
You won't find much fun here today. Guildmaster's battened down the...
If we're meant to fight this Stone Lord, then let's bloody be about it.
Guildmaster's very worse than any fucking stone.
That's because I outranked you.
Maybe that's why this Stone Lord is pushing so hard. He wants Keen's underroad.
Go on. Technically, I'm...
A charm, of course.
No distractions, mate. 9 fingers has me watching.
Bare hands.
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but though...
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky? What are you having? Around here, silence is golden, mate. Best remember that.
Tempers are rising.
What? Lady AQ still playing that game?
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kalimvor's well. Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster. No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you. This is the one who saved my life. So really, he owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon. A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse. What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too? Against my own city? Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord. Lies. Minsk was never one to need much persuading. Not when it came to spilling my people's blood. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time. Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this. We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose two of its heroes in one day. Keep the Harper out of trouble. Just because I don't want to kill her doesn't mean I won't. Beyond that, be welcome. Be merry. Is there something you require of a humble guildmaster? Keep me from having to kill the Harper.
which means keeping out of the guild's way. All right.
Wonderful.
You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it. No begging? Not even a snotty little please? The order's been given. It's done. So I hope you know another tune, because I am getting bored of this one. Oh, did you enjoy the encounter? I have no doubt you gave them a good talking to. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Huh. It seems like my intelligence on you was patchy at best. That's annoying. Don't pout. For a brief second, I did weigh the odds on killing you. But if there's a tainted elder brain slopping around below my city, I think we need one another more than ever. So, as long as you can keep a lid on what's growing inside you, we're allies. Until you can't, and we're not. Simple enough, I reckon. Now, war to be fought. Keep the Harper out of trouble. Beyond that, be welcome. Be merry. Is this... Keep the Harper. Beyond that, knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. We've crossed paths over the years. Two hands trying to steer the city. Just not always in the same direction. Ugh, can't stand Harpers as a rule, but Jaheira's the exception. She's only really half a Harper at most.
You mean that as a compliment? I am sure.
The same way I'm not just the lowly thief, vagabond, and murderer the Watch and Peers would paint me as. I happen to be a fine singer, too. Ha! Which part? The Stone Lords hollowed this place out. Half my crews are fled or in hiding. Orin's faceless try to pierce my ranks every day, while Gortash's toy soldiers control the... When the Absolute's army arrives to wage war on the city, our best hope is to make sure they have no leaders in here willing to open the gates for them. We don't. The Zentarim work for me. Time was I'd charge the bastards double if I let them into my hall at all, but times change. The Guild is many things, but it's not an army. If the Absolute keeps pushing in on our territory, then I need a little weight to push back. Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. If it's just the Watch warrants you're reading. The Guild isn't any one thing. We're everything. But it's not the Watch that keeps the peace, or gives justice to any Baldurian who asks, whether they can pay for it or not. It's us. If we take a little tribute in return, or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one, it all runs quick, quiet, and clean. Clean water, filthy riches, and everything in between. We're citizens of the city. No more. Right now, I'll settle for taking our city back.
Someone's vintage Moonshae's Infidel collection. But it looks like a lot of the bottles have gone missing.
The Stone Lord plans to rob the counting house, and Nine Fingers means to trap him there.
Say that I haven't even been told our orders yet. I'm ashamed to believe me.
Yes, Sergeant.
I also like
Stay away.
Any news, Digger?
You ever get bored of standing in this alley?
Oh no, I love it. It fills me with purpose.
Ah, it's great getting paid to do nothing but scratch my arse. Dream job this is.
Not my dream.
Keep a blade close. That's pro. Easy.
Whose pocket would you rather pick? A druid's or a cleric's?
Clerics any day. Last time I emptied a druid, all I got for it was a nest of bloody squirrels.
Nah, it's gotta be druid. clerics don't carry much gold on them. Always offering it up to their bloody gods.
You're both wrong. You pick the pocket of whatever mark you're asking. Common sense, then.
What have we here?
Let's move.
Sounds like we're not the only... Would that I could. But you're back in the... You have my attention.
Still alive. So that's progress.
You're certain Figueroa's is in this part of town?
I wouldn't say I'm certain, just optimistic.
We're lost, aren't we?
You should start your own opinion column.
Arrest us. Do that? I have no
That's what it takes to keep the peace.
I was joking.
You! The god's damn disease of the gate. Lady Mazora told me everything. How you and the Blade of Frontiers slaughtered his own father. How he craves ultimate power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. First I finish you, then I finish the Duke's traitorous son! Stand down. I believe you. The Battle Lord help me. What darkness has fallen upon us? Listen, there's something Will should know. On his way from Elturel, Ravengard sent a messenger with word of the cult. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult was successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. And he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the great champions would have to rouse the worm living beneath. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Will. A bronze dragon, to be precise, sleeping beneath us. The worm goes by many names. Ansor, the Waiting Storm, the Heart of the Gate. He made Balduran a binding promise to protect the city when its need was greatest. The city's survived countless threats, but Ravengard knew its walls would fall to the cult. With him gone, and the city near ruin, your call is to unleash the Heart of the Gate. Take this, the legend of Ansor. The bards call it a tall tale. Follow its path to the worm. Or do not, and let the coast be drowned in blood. I was right to lay down my arms. I should go, gather allies, free the worm, and may his thunderous...
I dress well. What are you gonna do? Arrest us?
That's what it takes to keep the peace.
If you say so, mate.
Perhaps you should start your own opinion column.
I could do that. I have loads of opinions.
I was joking.
Why would they go to
You
all that
really are
effort
that
just to lie
interested.
to us?
It's obvious, isn't it? To placate us, to keep us all nice and obedient.
Ansor is sleeping on the
They
ruins
don't
of
like it when
prison.
you think too
But what's this of a true hero spark?
I need to do something heroic. That'll get their attention.
You should start by standing on a ladder, so they can actually see you.
Sometimes I wonder why we're even friends.
Bonecloak's apothecary.
Hop, hop.
Yes, love.
Noble stock is why the customers came. We were out in our arses soon enough without it. Too bad my worthless fella couldn't get one simple thing right in his life. Oh, sure. cultist. Couldn't be more delighted. He's wrecking my head as always. Makes himself useful with a broom from time to time at least. Go on then.
It's bone cloaks. We sell all sorts of...
Go on, Balin.
Yeah, but I gave you first, so you have to go.
Oh, look, I didn't want to get swallowed by a devil.
Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Knock it off. Let's go home. We can play Chase the Gelatinous Cube in the alley.
I've got to finish this.
Noble stock is why the customers came.
Someone there?
Let's have a rummage.
Oh, stand up. You're slouching.
Challenge. Almost too easy. A quick profit.
Come out, or I'll have to come find you, Lorokin. This ain't over with.
Step lightly.
Get this kid pissed out of my face.
Thief's been picking pockets near here. This would be a good moment to explain yours. You have a convincing air of it.
Breaking news! Hear all about it! The mouse said it first!
Come out, or I'll have to come find you, Lorokin.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Let me back in. I'll bring Lorokin out here. You tell Lorokin I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay. Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it. Hope you lost fewer people along the way than I did. Bloody goblins. Sod it. Enough. Lorokin and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value yours.
Whatever magic powers the armor is beyond your knowledge.
Why, of course not.
You! What are you doing here? This is, my apprenticeship. It has not been what I expected. He's consumed by his pursuit of the Night Song. I haven't learnt a thing, and I fear it...
Lucky escape, given Leroican's reputation. He'd have little of value to teach you.
But never mind that. What can I do for you? It's all I deal with these days. People claiming they're There's even a pamphlet. Take one. They're on the desk. Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with. Hope you found what you're looking for. How can I help you?
In a little. I've got a bit more shopping to do.
Look, a bookseller. She could...
Do you think that zombie looks...
It must have some sort of merit.
Apologies.
I have a lot of domestic tasks that are...
Oh, yeah. Have you seen how much the price is?
I want a pet elemental. Why are the elementals so hot?
I shouldn't have to wait until... Where is the famous...
There's not much left. Looks like folks had the app.
No, I did not find what I'm looking for.
One moment. I'm trying to work out how many...
Would you mind if I finished browsing before you muscle in, please? I was here first, actually.
Excuse me, can't stop. There's only so much shopping time left before the absolute breaches the city.
Perhaps we ought to ask what they have in the back. If anything...
Literature department. Can I help you? Whoosh. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence. Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Leroican was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The annals of Carsus would no doubt have much to say about the Crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The annals of Carsus are best left unread. Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of the... How can I help you? Scrolls, parchments, codices, tomes. Take a look and see what calls you.
Gobbling party cookie. What's that doing? It must have some sort of narrative. Socialist science.
I'm sure I'm your mother. I think it's very...
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
What's an issue of Baldurs Mouth Gazette doing in here? Why is it down? Some people have no respect for literature. Into the bin where it belongs. Really should have planted that herb garden.
Oh, well. As long as Lord Portash hasn't gotten into it.
They also make excellent low-cost bodyguards. And you can't be
Let's see. I'm sure there's gold in these stacks somewhere. No, this was here last week. Two copies of this.
I sold one to a wonderful old gent.
Certainly.
What a day.
Like a wraith.
How delightful! I simply must
The
have it.
softest touch.
Oh, perhaps not.
Crown can pay, but not when...
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Is that blood? No, never mind.
Well, at least they seem to use the...
Oh.
everything.
Very often. I'm sure you'll manage.
It's not as if you
Not a title for me, I think.
How can I help you? Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with. hope you found what you're looking for.
You make 5 points. Very efficient you'd be. You might want to be careful. I've heard he's not really one.
No fish, only chicken, feed, and no pork.
Looking ahead.
No, this was here last week.
Your mind tingles as it opens to Will. He learns of
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Eltan against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Eltan saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation. And to me. But, given who carried it, I think it's more than just a myth. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldurin's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Maybe we can help him. The prism, right? He should shut that tap.
No room in your party. What should I do? Let's hop.
I saw some people in Roken's tower.
How can I help you? Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with. Hope you found what you're looking for.
My Bolon have get on himself. How delightful!
What do you need? I were at
one for customer service.
I get a job in a restaurant.
I saw somebody go up to the Rogan's tower last 10. Would you know? Frightened when they came out.